Zhu Yuan is now out and she's here to absolutely nuke ethereals out of existence. If you're looking to either finally get a proper main DPS or a second main DPS that you need for that second shiyu defense team of yours, then Zhu Yuan will suit your needs just fine. As per usual, I'm gonna quickly go over her playstyle, builds, and overall synergy with other characters. Let's just hop right into it. The name's Leafy, and welcome back to Casual Guides to Games, Zenless Zone Zero Edition. The great thing that I love about Zhu Yuan from the get-go is her playstyle. Not only is she the type of fast-paced DPS that focuses on executing a flurry of attacks that mixes gunshots, martial arts, and elemental bullets, but she also has a plethora of individual combos that she can do just from mixing her basic attack and dodges. These two skill categories of her can be used by incorporating them between two modes that are called Assault and Suppressive mode. Assault mode is when you just focus on unleashing a barrage of normal attacks which deals physical and ether damage and can be interspersed with dash attacks if you were to move while basic attacking. Suppressive mode on the other hand is kind of like her charge attack mode where she would charge up shot shells that deal big ether damage instead, while also having dash attacks as part of its combative arsenal. Zhu Yuan also has a core skill mechanic which is quite similar to Ellen's flash freeze charges, and they are called enhanced shot shell charges, which buffs up the damage of any skill she uses that consumes these charges. These are moves that are mostly found within her suppressive mode attacks, including the ones she does while dodging within set modes. There are numerous ways that you can use to regain these enhanced shot shell charges, among those being executing basic attacks that will give you a charge on your 4th or 5th hit, using her perfect dodge counter attack, activating quick assist, or instead, you can gain 3 enhanced shot shell charges at once if you were to use her in chain attack combos, use her ultimate, or if you were to execute an evasive assist, which by the way, does not parry your opponent's golden glint attacks but activates Vital View instead and provides you with this slow motion kind of period that allows you to either better reposition your character or just straight up dodge an attack. An evasive assist method that she shares with characters such as Billy, Rena, and Grace. Assault mode mainly focuses on regaining those shot shell charges, while suppressive mode focuses on utilizing them to deal buffed up damage. The enhanced shot shell charges, just like Ellen's, is in my opinion a great way to give these DPS characters a way to maintain that damage spree in battle, even when you're out of EX charges, decibels, or switch points. Particularly with what Zhu Yuan has, these things literally hit like a truck. Her EX and normal special attacks are essentially giant shotgun rounds that she fires using her massive grenade launcher but not really a grenade launcher looking thingy, which I think is a great way to compensate for ways to deal extra days on enemies since you won't get that from her evasive assist follow-up attack, which you would normally do from other attack characters like Ellen or Soldier 11. Her core skills also encourage more suppressive mode usage by further buffing any damage that uses enhanced shot shell in that mode by 40% and adding another 40% on top of that if you are attacking a stunned enemy. Essentially, her playstyle revolves around you consistently being mobile as you attack your enemies. The more you maintain movement during her barrages, the more options you'd get when it comes to how often you switch between her two modes. Let's move on to her build now. In terms of your W engine options, the 2 standard banner S rank attack engines are alright choices with specific drawbacks. Steel Cushion is a nice choice for the crit rate advanced stat, but you'd be slightly missing out on fully capitalizing on its passives, while the Brimstone is great for its rather universal passive, but not entirely that useful of an advanced stat. If it were up to me, I'd choose the Brimstone. Its passive just fits Zhu Yuan much better than Steel Cushion. A-rank choices such as Starlight Engine and Street Superstar, which I'm using at the moment, it's really the only one I had built, are also decent choices in terms of F2P alternatives. However, it is obvious to say that her signature engine, the Riot Suppressor Mark IV, is far and beyond the best choice for her, and nothing else at the moment comes even marginally close. Not only does the advanced stat give you crit damage, but its passive also just straight up gives you 15% crit rate, and the ether charge stacks that you can gain, which can give your basic attacks an additional 35% damage buff, is just a chef's kiss addition to Zhu Yuan's overall kit, especially when you consider just how much more you can buff her suppressive mode charge attacks. When it comes to her disc grab set, it's a no-brainer that the ether damage bonus set, Chaotic Metal, will be the 4-piece set that you'd want to gun for. Pairing it with Woodpecker Electro is quite frankly the best choice you can go for, as that additional 8% crit rate can really help your build quite a way. You can also try and do it the other way around, where you'd have 4-piece Woodpecker Electro alongside 2-piece Chaotic Metal. And though while there may be scenarios where you might find the Woodpecker Electro way to do a bit more damage, it is highly reliant on your ability to crit. So if you are either down on your luck when it comes to getting crit stats or hitting crits in battle, then there just will be far more fluctuations in damage that you can expect from doing it the Woodpecker way. Now here comes the fun part, the teams and synergies. Well, I say fun, but it's really because this one super fun team of hers is one that everyone should be able to use so long as they acquire Zhu Yuan, because you just need to use her with Anby and Nicole. Nicole here is a big reason and a massive advantage as to why pulling Zhu Yuan is far less of a headache to make a team for, because they just work so well with one another, coupled with the fact that you don't need to pull for her. This is a limited character partnered up with 2 free characters. Your wallet and luck are safe just from that. You get the team buffs from all 3 characters as the element and faction synergy requirements should be fulfilled, and you'd be able to use all the characters to their full potential. Anby can pretty much stun up for most teams, while Nicole's defense threat and ether damage bonus makes her a perfect support for any DPS, and even more so for one that shares the same type advantages as she does. Plus, if you've managed to farm up those swing jazz disc drives, then having the 4-piece set on Nicole would bring about more damage buffs that the team can use. Your choices for bang boosts are also pretty straightforward. The ones that would fully cater towards a Zhu Yuan and Nicole combo would be the Rezonaboo and the Devil Boo, both of which plays around the ether element and increasing the team's overall ether anomaly build-up rate. Additionally, if you run Zhu Yuan alongside the 2 Cunning Hair members like I do, then this makes a million become a feasible alternative, should you have already pulled for him in the first place. Overall, I think Zhu Yuan is a solid pull not only in terms of overall kit, damage, and gameplay, but also in terms of long-term feasibility, as there are plenty of content and enemies in the game that really cater towards buffing up ether damage, and with the existence of Nicole and how free she is to attain, it makes pulling for Zhu Yuan a very safe choice if you're concerned about long-term use. With Chingy, her team partner coming in 1.1, her team options will just expand, and I'm sure we'll be able to get more ways to further experiment with her playstyle and the types of combos that we'd be able to pull off with her teams. That's about it for this short guide. Hope you guys have either found it to be helpful or at least enjoyable. Leave a like if you did and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I wish you all the best of luck for those who are pulling for Zhu Yuan. And I also wish you the best of luck in your saving endeavors should you decide to just save your bank instead. Until the next video, the name's Leafy, and I'll see you all next time. Sayonara.